As watch lovers, we tend to obsess over the little things about our timepieces and stare in awe of the finer details executed in such a small scale. Often find myself looking at close-up videos and macro shots of watches, and it's just nice to appreciate the time, effort, and precision that goes into creating them. Now, as hard as we try to see these minute details with our eyes, macro shots are simply much better at capturing and highlighting their beauty. But the problem is, most of us don't have fancy cameras to take these shots, and sometimes we just want an easily accessible way of taking a closer look at our watches. Luckily for us, phone cameras have evolved into quite the formidable piece of equipment, allowing us to take some detailed close-ups without forking out thousands for a professional camera setup. When we try to take close-up shots of our watches, the normal camera setting will blur out the image as it struggles to focus in, and you might not have known this, but most phones these days will have a macro option in their respective camera apps for situations like this. On my Samsung phone, the icon looks like a square crosshair with a circle in the middle. On an iPhone, you need to make sure your video settings are appropriate in order for the function to work. You can do this by setting it to HD 60 frames per second, or if you want to shoot in 4K, make sure it's below 60 frames per second by tapping it to change. When you're ready, you will need to bring the phone very close to the watch and press the flower icon to access the close-up lens. Now, you can practically do this anywhere, but there are some things to be mindful of. For the following shots, all I'm using is a window next to me, and that's because light is very important when it comes to macro shots, as they help you see the details of your watch by eliminating shadows and emphasizing any color. Without the light from the window, it would just look dark due to the phone casting a shadow over the watch. Another way of enhancing the quality and details of your macro shots is by using an additional light source. I personally just use a ring light, as that's what I have on hand, and it's especially effective if you can fit your phone within the circle opening. By using an additional light, you further reduce reflections from the glass, but you will still need to find the right angle to get a shot with no reflections, and finding the right distance between the phone and watch to achieve the desired focus can be a little finicky. If you're planning to take macro videos, you will need a steady hand or a stable foundation for your phone during recording, due to the magnification amplifying any micro movements, including your pulse. To combat this, I recommend placing your phone and hand against an object or desk to reduce shaking. But if you're just taking photos or using the camera's function to look at your watch, then this isn't too big of an issue. If you want to elevate your macro shots even further, you could use a clip-on lens. Now, I've tried some clip-on lenses before, but most of them attach poorly via the screen and still have the same issues as using your phone's macro function. This one here is one I like using, because if you're going to get a lens, get one that's worth using. It's an apexel dual lens, and what I like about it compared to others I've tried is the way it attaches to your phone. It uses a universal lens cage, which means you can use it with your current and future phone, and feels a lot more secure than a simple clip. The cage expands to accommodate for a majority of phone sizes, so you can just throw it on your phone and adjust it by moving it up or down and sliding the lens holder so the cutout frames the camera nicely. Just make sure it's your phone's main camera, not the one used for macro shots. The cage and lens itself have threads for it to lock into place, so it's an easy install and easy to take apart. Now, once it's on, you can go ahead and use it straight away, ensuring you're using your phone's normal camera mode, and you will instantly notice a difference compared to the macro function of your phone. It provides a much greater zoom and has visibly better clarity, but you will notice it looks a little dark. And this is where this lens really shines. It has a built-in rechargeable light with multiple lighting modes, ranging from warm to light colors and half to full coverage, but I just use the full white light mode at max brightness. With this built-in light, the full details of the dial really come to life and you eliminate the need for extra light sources. The light also naturally eliminates any reflections, so you can be a lot more flexible with your shooting angles and it's less finicky than using your phone by itself. But you will still need to get right up and close to your watch to take your shots. So there it is, that's how I take macro shots with my phone. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more watch content. I'll see you in the next one.